I'm a hippo.
Broadcast Hippo. Digital media.
Come on!
I'm a hippo.
Broadcast Hippo. Digital media. This show is powered by Cannabis of Adrian. Check them out on the web at teebs.green. It posted on the Facebook page a few days ago. What are the benefits of cannabis to you? What are your benefits? Tell us something that can't tell us you use cannabis without saying you use cannabis. And some lady said, "My child is still alive." That's what cannabis does. It saves children.
Keeps your children alive.
If you want your children to continue to be alive and you want to save as many children in the country as possible, then you need to go to Teebs of Adrian and purchase some cannabis or CBD or THC or whatever accoutrement fits your own personal lifestyle. So if your accoutrement is some CBD, you can do that. Or
I don't know the words you're saying.
All the Teebs of Adrian, they are your official cannabis distributors in Adrian, Michigan. 30 minutes from the Toledo area. I know we have a ton of Adrian friends. I've seen them. We've gone to comedy shows and seen them stream in. So we have a lot of friends in Adrian. So if you're listening in Adrian, you don't have that far to go. If you're listening in Toledo or surrounding area, it's a 30-minute jaunt, and it's a wonderful jaunt through the countryside. You will love it. You'll go past the Tin family that's constantly waving in someone's front yard. I don't know what that's all about, but we don't need to go into it.
Ask them.
Has anyone ever just stopped to talk to the people?
No, who does that?
Yeah, they end up being mannequins in their front yard waving at people.
Well, no, I meant the humans behind the mannequins.
I was wondering why the family in the front yard keeps growing, and I think it's people that have asked. Yeah, Georgia, I'd rather not die. Teams of Adrian.
Maybe that's their thing. Maybe like the first family or person that stops by and asks them about these like statues that they have in their yard. It's like $2 million. Is anybody waiting. Like they're just like waiting for somebody to just talk to them?
It could be the supermarket sweeps of creepy.
Yeah, I never thought of that. I could use $2 million.
Like this guy just walks in. He's like, "You're the first man to ever walk through these doors. Here is 14 pounds of gold doubloons."
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That would suspension for that.
It would be amazing.
And then he crumbles into dust, and then you own a ton of property in Scotland.
Oh my God, dude. I have to stop it. It's on 223 going towards Adrian. You can't miss it.
I think D has hit the Teebs a little early.
No, I'm just saying you guys are living your lives as half empty people.
Yes.
Live your lives
I'm
as
the one
half
that
full
suggested
people.
asking them.
Go to Teebs.green and Teebs of Adrian, and you will look at your money as doubloons as well once you have a little bit of cannabis in you. So check them out.
We're all pirates.
Now, a feature presentation.
This is Ed McMahon. And now, here's Andrew.
I said, Andrew Z, in the morning, it's time to wake up. Andrew Z, in the morning, yeah. Come on!
Morning, everyone. Welcome to our last show of the week. It is Thursday, April 29th, 2021, in the year of our Lord. Demetrius Nicodemus, also known as Skeeter. Gina, for B-Side, Southside Gina, and Gabella Media fame. Chris Tiefel.
Yeah.
Ashley P. Something's got her around the neck. We have to fix that. And producer George.
This is our anti-vampire shirt.
It looks like a Halloween outfit, Ashley. That it looks like a Halloween thing where you hide your head, like you're walking around headless, and the neck is giant and it engulfs your head. That's the trick of it.
It's cold today. It was freaking 80 degrees yesterday, and now it's 60.
50.
So.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I
whatever
like-
temperature it is right now.
I like the fact that it's like a turtleneck, but you don't have to fully commit
Yeah,
to
look,
the
if
fold
you're-
over.
If you get a little hot,
See?
the
Oh.
fold.
Ooh, look at that.
Okay.
No, no, no.
See?
Sam's
Little
Club.
clavicle. Look at that. Because nothing cools the body off like the clavicle.
No, seriously, I actually just went down like 10 degrees when I just did that. Like,
I was so hot, and then it's just my once I expose my clavicle, I feel so much better now.
Dude,
It
my
holds a
left
lot of
clavicle just like holds so much heat, Ashley. It is
Yeah.
crazy.
Someone said the same thing. Someone said the same thing about vests. I can't remember the comedian, but he's like, vests. He goes, when your midsection is hot, but when your midsection is cold, but your arms are hot.
On
Vest.
fire, yes.
your armpits. What they really meant was your armpits. That's why you wear a vest. And D, don't even make fun of anyone because you're like the king of vests.
You're right. I am. I love vests. I am a vest fan.
So am I. I
think-
have pink, black, olive green, anything to go with any outfit.
Because
I think those are like the 3 colors vests come in.
I guess
No, there was like
Green,
white,
pink,
gray,
pink,
blue.
black, and there's always an olive green.
That's for your earth tones. So
Yes. So here's one way to not have an unhappy marriage, and I'm just using this in generalities. I'm not saying me. I'm just saying in general.
Mm-hmm.
And this is also a way, and so not just in generalities. And let's just say I'm going to use Donnie and Ashley as an example, but I'm not really going to use them as it's just for funsies. This is an experiment. So if you want to keep your marriage happy, don't say, "Well, I bet Donnie and Ashley don't do that."
Oh yeah, no, I would never do that shit. We don't do that. Mm-mm.
George,
But
a
I do know
divorced
people
man
that do that.
is exactly who you take marriage advice from. He knows what he did wrong.
Right.
That's true. People, that's probably true.
But don't ever do it. So like let's pretend like the playroom is dirty, and you wouldn't say, "Oh, well, I bet Megan and Sam don't have their playroom dirty all the time." Like you can't do that.
Yeah, no.
I'm not. Don't close
I
your
feel
mouth.
like
I didn't say I did
I
it.
feel like we already know this.
Okay, all right. Well,
Did you not know
Yeah,
this?
you know what? I think I'm gonna start doing that in like all types of situations. Like I'm gonna walk into Burger King and go, "Bet you McDonald's doesn't do it like that." Like I'm gonna go to Midas and get my oil changed and be like, "You know what? I bet you Quick Stop doesn't do it like this."
Yep.
And they're just gonna be like,
Take
"I bet
your
they
ass
don't
to
either."
Quick Stop.
Yep, take your ass to Quick Stop.
take your ass to Ashley and Donnie's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take your ass to Megan and Sam's. So anyway, I just give you some friendly advice.
I really want to know the
Did
story
you find
behind
yourself in a
that.
situation? Yeah, exactly.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying in general.
I don't
Yeah,
believe
but-
that.
but
I'm going to
something
call
prompted
Colleen.
you.
I'm going to call Colleen. I'll fill you guys all in the group chat on the gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get her on. Get her on this.
I'm just trying to help you guys. Nothing happened. I'm
It
just-
wasn't your ex's family you brought up,
It's
was
just-
it?
Oh God.
And I
Oh,
swear to
God.
God, if you if you said me
You
or
wouldn't
Donnie's
be
name,
here
I
right
am
now,
gonna
you
whoop your
guys.
ass.
That was I mean, that would be ugly.
I bet Michelle doesn't do it like that.
Oh,
Oh,
But Michelle and Bobby's house. Oh, I can't. Andrew would not be here right now, you guys. He would be dead.
yeah, that's true. That's our first indicator that it wasn't that because he wouldn't be on the show this morning. So
No, no, he would not.
He'd be on the show with a snake on his eye. Like, man, let me.
don't ever do that.
I just thought of a new segment. It's what not to do in a marriage. Yeah, it's gonna be two minutes. We'll just talk about things that I've done that now I suggest nobody else does.
Yes.
He wouldn't be there at all. The screen would come on and it'd just be Colleen sitting there. Just
yeah,
There'd be a detective. There'd be a detective in the camera, like
yeah.
click, click. Hey, you guys gonna have some time this afternoon? I'm gonna have to talk to you about something that happened over here.
It would be an efficient detective because that way he would get all 5 of you in one one instance instead of having to go to each one of your houses to ask you to come down.
Very smart.
What not to say in the bedroom as well. Yeah, Michelle doesn't do it like that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
God, that would be. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be here.
This is welcome to 99 Ways to Die.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, the bedroom would be the worst place to do that. Detective in the
Any
camera
place,
was-
I would say, would be the worst place to do that.
your impression of Detective in the camera was hysterical. Demetrius,
It was good.
what's going on? What's going on in there?
You look like Ace Ventura.
Now, is anybody else like waiting for Colleen to just pop in the background? At
Yes,
Andrew's
where is
picture
she?
Now?
I know. I'm
Wait,
like.
I'm looking around my house right now.
I keep looking.
Just
to the
keeping his
side.
head on a swivel.
I'm just
Check
letting you know
your-
that.
Check
that
your
didn't happen.
your Facebook Messenger and see if she sent us anything, girls.
I swear I did
Nothing.
nothing happened. I'm just saying in general. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying something happened. Believe me.
Nothing yet. And if it did happen,
Yeah.
she would have definitely told the story to one of us by now.
Absolutely nothing happened.
No, it
Mhm.
didn't. All right, what's going on, everybody? Anyone got anything in general?
I do. I realized today that control is an illusion. All the control that I thought I had in my house, it was all an illusion. And why did I realize that today? Because today I finally surrendered to my dog. My dog decided that he no longer wants to go outside through the back door. He needs to let me out. I need to let him out through the front door.
No, you had it right the first time.
I need to let him out through the front door. He's not going to go do his business in the back in the fenced-in yard where I could just open the door and let him out. Now he has demanded that I let him out and do his business in the front.
Ooh.
So I was like, well, that's not going to happen. Well, he was like, well, let's see how long it'll take you to let me out the front door before I shit in your house. And I was like, well, this ain't gonna happen.
Right.
I am a human. You are a dog.
Right, you
You
don't tell
will
me.
listen to me. I have watched enough Scooby-Doo to understand that all I have to do is offer you some treats. And he said, no, bitch, I am going out through the front door.
Oh.
And so guess what? I let him out the front door. I let him out the front door. I stood in the rain while he did his business. He took a poop in the front. I had to get a pooper scooper because poop you can't leave sit in the front yard. That's gross. So I had to get a pooper scooper in the rain, scoop it up, and today's garbage day. So I had to walk the poop. The only thing in my hand is poop. I had to walk that to the garbage can in the rain, dump it. But before I could do that, I had to let him back inside. So I was out in the rain with poop, walking to the garbage can, realizing that I don't really have anything that I can truly call my own. Like my will, like, dude, you want to walk outside the front door so you don't poop on my carpet? I guess that's a thing. I guess that's now just a thing. You know, if he would have said, I'm going to have to punch you in the face every time I go outside or I'm going to poop in the house, he would be a dog punching me in the face.
Which is hard with his paw because he can't really fist it up.
Yeah,
I mean, it would
right.
be more of a slap. It would be a
It
slap.
would be a slap, which would be much more humiliating.
It's
like
an
a
open
puppy
fist.
slap. Yeah, dude, I would much rather you gnaw my face off than open hand paw slap me. Like,
What if he backhand pod slap you?
oh my god! Like,
That
and
would
then
hurt.
told me like fill up his bowl, like roll up my roll, rah,
Fill up my roll.
roll up my roll, Rich, rah.
Roll up my roll. You know what? Pets are a-holes because our cats are like so insane and they'll just like, especially our boy cat will come and just like, he leaves at night. So he has like a little kitty door down in the basement that he can come in and out of. Our neighbor set it up for us while we were on vacation because our cat like doesn't like to stay inside. So he'll like leave for the evening
Does he have
throughout
like
the
a
whole
family?
night. I don't know.
Does
I
he
think
have
so.
like a nighttime family?
He's got a lover. Yeah, I know he's got a lover.
Like he walks in, there's another family, like a
Yeah.
girl's petting him, and he's like, "Man, if they ever find out."
Yeah, I seriously do. Like, I want to know what his adventures are in the evening.
Is it crazy? Is it crazy when you see stories in the news about guys that have 2 and 3 separate families that they don't know about each other? It's like, how do you do that? It's like I don't even understand. Like, I know I don't get it. Like, each woman always says on camera, she's like, I thought I was the only one. He said he loved me. We was married for 6. I'm like, dude, how do you not know? Like, there's no way I could get away with that shit. I could not have a second whole complete family or a
Who
third.
would want that?
I know, Jesus.
Why
Well, if
would
you don't have to be fully engaged in every single family, then it's very convenient for someone. Like,
I know, but
I
there's
love
no
you. I
time
gotta go
off.
now.
Like,
Some of
there's
us
no-
have trouble enough getting one.
Yeah.
14,
Yeah.
I know.
And then you
People
get
Like, share, please. Don't
greedy
be so
bastard.
greedy.
goddamn family hoarders just collecting families like they live in Utah. What is this?
I don't know. I never really have understood how people get away with it, but also sometimes you just don't ask questions because you don't want to know the answer.
Now I get side chicks. That's easy because the side chick knows that you're just gonna fill her in wherever you know, fill it in where you can get in.
There are a lot of movies where that goes wrong.
Well, yeah, but all I'm saying is that I can understand that. I can't understand full on 2 families, and they think you're the only dude in both families. Like that, I don't get. Like the side action, she knows.
I don't get how you afford it.
Like, I know. It's
No,
like the
that's
job.
usually how they get. No, that's usually how they get busted. Is because they're trying to knock off one of their wives to get some life insurance, and then that's how it all falls apart. Really, if you guys have ever watched ID Channel, then you would know. That's how it usually falls apart.
I got a second family so I could kill them and support my first family. It's
Well,
like,
it doesn't. No one means for it to happen like that. It's just that they start to get
it's a
all
weird
twisted up in the
business
game.
plan. I
Yeah.
got my model. This model works one time. It works one time, and then people start to see what they call a pattern.
All right. Once it's on the ID channel, I think it kind of screws it up for the next dude that was trying the same thing.
And then you got
forget.
a guy in a camera and on a computer like this.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, Sister Wives is horrible. Oh, every time I watch Sister Wives, I feel like so sick in the pit of my stomach. Like, oh god.
Chuck says a truck driver would be a good candidate for a second family.
Mm-hmm.
Truck driver, because you're out on the road, you're gone for 3 or 4 days.
Still, though, I mean, like, I don't know. That still, you still have to like deliver stuff, right? And then,
at some point you have to earn the paycheck. Like you can't just saying you're out working over your truck driver and you're just hanging out at another house for 4 days.
Yeah, you can't show up in a Dodge 1500.
You can tell you guys don't watch Dateline or ID Channel enough because this is why it happens. They say that they're working and they're like out of jobs. Like they don't actually have a job.
Well, how are they getting there?
But that can only last a month because
that's what I'm saying. It only lasts for so long, and then they're screwed, and then they have to make really irrational decisions because they're freaking out because they don't want to expose.
To the original irrational decision to have 2 families in the first place.
I know none of it makes any sense. I'm just telling you that this.
But I get what
Colleen will know.
I get what you're saying, Ashley. What you're saying, Ashley, is that they make a dumb decision and then they realize, oh, I've been hanging out at this other girl's house and now bills are coming due, and then they start to get more desperate and then more irrational, and then it gets to a murder. You're like,
as soon as they start to like lose control,
right?
They panic, and instead of going back and going, listen, I've been messing around on you. They're like, oh well, I should just try to do this to like keep like they can't admit that they messed up.
True.
Let's take the murder out of this, okay? And let's talk about people who are doing it successfully. I mean, those cats. Well, stop. Okay, yeah, those cats that are doing it who like have 2 fully functioning families, like. They got kids who are both. They have 2. He's got like 2 sons who are 16. He's got daughters. He's showing up at dances and shit. He's doing all that. Like, and then your kids end up playing each other in a baseball game. Who the fuck do you root for?
Right.
What? What do you like?
You got to make sure they go to a different school, like far away,
Like, yeah, but
not in the same district.
Don't end up going to the same college.
Yeah.
so they're like doing the whole thing, right? And it's successful. You got like a job, and you're like raising. You have like 2 families. Like, why would you do that?
Well, now Tiefel just turned it into a sitcom because now the two kids both go to the same college from the separate families. So you're like you're putting them in the dorms the same day, and you're moving one couch, and he's like, "Okay, I'll be right back." And then you run to the other dorm, and then you're moving that couch in. Okay, perfect. I was like, "Where's Dad? Keep going." And then he runs back to the other house to bring up another piece of furniture. I've seen that in a sitcom. I know I have.
And then the second episode is, why do you have a picture of my dad hanging on your wall?
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, they become friends and they go over to the dorm, and it's like, wait, that's my dad. What? That's weird.
I would say that's more of a drama than a sitcom. I don't know about
see, a drama becomes a comedy when you add in a laugh track.
a dramedy then. Okay. Dramedy.
And here's the other part: is if you're a smart dad, you're naming both kids the same. So if you have 2 boys, you name them both Daniel, because you know how when you get mad and you call your kid by the wrong name. Well, what happens if you call your kid by the wrong name and it's not even a name that your family knows?
No, what you do is
Steven. Wait, who the fuck is Sam?
See, you in your first family, you name kids like Scott and Ashley, right? You go Scott and Ashley. Those are the first kids, and then you give them and then on your second family, you have John and Stacy, right? But now you get introduced 2 pets named Scott and Ashley, right? So now you can yell at Scott and Ashley, but you have to do the same thing in the first family. Yeah, you have to introduce 2 pets named on the second family, and then that way, when you like get so angry, you start yelling people's names like all in a row. Yeah, you can throw in the dog's name, and people will be like, "Damn, my dad is so mad. He throws the pets in it." Like shit.
Fucking genius, dude. It's genius. So now when you come up with a random name, if the pet's that name, I was thinking about I'm so mad.
And then that way you can track how many kids you got by how many pets you have to introduce into the family. Like now you're like, Jesus, we got horses. What the fuck is going on in this place? Like
it's because I had to mix up the pets.
So for everyone listening, watch out for your husbands or wives getting extra animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Andrew ever gets a pet, Colleen's gonna be like, what's really going on?
Right.
My wife just bought 14 goldfish. What the fuck does that mean?
And named all of them.
But here's the thing: is if you're so mad, you're throwing out names of goldfish, and the wife doesn't wonder. It's like, okay, why, when you're mad, do the goldfish's name pop up? If she doesn't figure out something's fishy, I get it fishy.
Yeah.
Oh God,
that was a good one.
Oh my God. Josh says this sounds like the plot to The Parent Trap, but the parent is living the double life. Priscilla says, from someone that watches ID channel like it's my job, Ashley is completely spot on.
Oh, I know. I've watched more than enough to know that this is what happens every time.
You, Ashley, you look like a disapproving Victorian teacher. Like,
well, I am.
Yeah, like you need to sit down, or I swear to God, it would be the last time we go over the letter Q again.
That's probably somewhere down the lineage. I was a disapproving Victorian teacher.
Yeah, like they were just like, we don't want to go to Miss Palicki's class. She whacks people.
And depending on how you move, your turtleneck starts to swallow your face.
I didn't want to be here anyway, so.
Oh, Ashley. So one other thing for Ashley before we take a break, and we've got a special guest. So are you guys? Cedar Point just announced that they're opening a week early. They're opening this weekend. Yeah, look at Ashley. So I figured
Well,
you
I don't know if Donnie knows that.
Oh, Donnie knows he's taking a second family.
Well, yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, probably. Dang.
Now you just have to wonder: are you the family he keeps, or are you the murder family?
right? Ashley, he's got a second family.
Oh, he's got to keep Ashley, or I'm gonna have to take him out.
Damn, I would hope it would be us, but
Yeah,
I guess I
think
don't really know.
I would say my money's on this family.
Yeah, I would too. Ashley.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, guys. I don't know, Donnie. He's working out right now, so hopefully he could let us know. Like,
Right now he's on the Gemini, like,
yeah, yeah.
No, he's in his other family.
Ashley, what are your cats' names?
Yeah. Wow, they actually have like kid names, but
oh my god! Oh
George
shit!
and Belle.
I just got uncomfortable. Oh shit! What are their names?
George and Belle.
Oh my! Who names their cat? See?
Oh no!
Oh god!
Who names their cat George?
Does someone want to tell her?
I thought it was our kids, but
Does someone want to tell her?
Donnie,
That's a
hurry up
little
and
suggestion.
respond on this chat.
He can't. He's getting Belle ready for school.
Making George and Belle breakfast right now, working out.
Oh,
Wow.
all right. Wow.
This is awkward.
It is awkward.
We're all waiting. Like Donnie knows the real response.
Yeah, Donnie, message someone, please. Help us out here, bro.
Take a timestamp photo of where you are exactly right now.
Yes.
See, that's
I
something
actually
that
hold on. I do have his location. Let's see. If it's turned off, this is gonna be real wild.
He was turned off.
All right, let's see.
Oh,
Where's he
he's
at?
at the gym.
You're waiting with bated breath.
Demetrius is uncomfortable. So he's What?
I'll
What?
take
off.
2 cheese sticks
off.
and a Bud Light. I mean,
Yeah.
are you done using that treadmill?
Oh,
That was
shit.
Donnie. He responded on the Andrews in the
did?
Morning page.
What
Where
did he
is
say
he?
he's doing?
He
Where is
said,
it?
"I'll take 2 cheese on a stick and a Bud Light." I mean, are you done with that treadmill?
Ashley, where is he?
It says on the location that he's over by Walmart, which is not where the workout place is.
Got to get his other family up for school.
Well, it's raining, and
Oh.
we can't. I mean, that's accurate with.
I know this thing is really not like. This thing
Yeah.
is really not that accurate.
Like,
Yeah, that's it.
honestly.
See, this is what women
Except
tell
everybody
themselves,
else's
guys.
is.
and you literally, it's like, look, and you can't, as a man, like if you're like, you can't even defend that because it sounds like you're trying to hide something.
Right.
You can't go, look, those things aren't really accurate. They're accurate up to it, and then all of a sudden
That's
it's
what
like,
some-
so
that's what
why
a
are
cheater
you
would
fighting
say.
so hard?
Yeah, that's what a cheater would say.
You're like,
Oh my
fuck,
God.
fuck.
Brenda's like, this is awkward. I know. I don't know.
All
right,
joking
guys.
aside, there's going to be an awkward conversation in the Palicki household tonight.
Well, and here's the thing: is we wonder how someone can get away with it. Well, we just see how someone can get away with it.
Well,
You
he
may-
didn't. I mean,
He didn't.
he's got his location on. If his location would have been turned off, that would have been weird. So I
Unless
mean,
he has 2 phones and he just drops it at the gym and then rolls out to his other family.
Oh shit! Mind blown. Oh my god!
We're going to give
well.
Ashley a complex, guys.
This is an
No.
ID family movie ready to
all
happen.
right, yeah, come home,
They
honey.
seem like a normal family enjoying the theme park.
But that's
I just can't believe that. I mean, I don't know why he's not commenting about Cedar Point opening a week early. Like this just
Because
ruins
he's
all of our
working out.
plans.
yeah.
We were supposed to be going like on opening weekend, and I
Yeah.
feel like this. It just ruins everything for him.
Go ahead,
Do
D.
you
what
think
were you saying?
do you think that really, because they're opening a week early, like, do you think that's going to take away from Donnie's experience?
I'm sure he'll be like, man, I wish that we were still going on.
Opening week.
Opening weekend.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to push up the weekend?
They can't. We have our room booked.
Oh.
Oh.
Um,
Wow. So he's going to be laying in
Oh.
week-old joy.
Wait.
Yeah.
Breaking
Well,
news.
guess who's here?
Breaking news. Breaking news.
He has to have
Babe,
him in his
where
car,
are you?
Ashley.
He went.
Hey, what's up, Cobra Kai?
He went
He
full.
jumped in the car and threw on the headband real quick.
What's
Yeah, he was
up?
George and Bella are in the bathroom.
I'm at Walmart.
I knew you were at Walmart. It said, "What are you doing at Walmart?"
Hold on, you
Probably getting.
guys are breaking up a little bit.
It's picking up.
My workout's done. I'm out of my pre-workout, and it's my post-workout.
That's what I was gonna guess.
You don't
Okay, he's telling the truth.
I have to wait till 7 to get in there.
Oh
And
man.
you guys are froze. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
You froze. I know.
Are you done working out though?
Yeah, I think he said he finished his workout.
Oh.
Okay, I can hear you now. Yeah, I just finished, and I came over here to get some stuff, and it was closed, so I'm just sitting here listening to you guys.
You're like, I want to defend myself. I'm so glad you came on, babe. Whew.
What?
Getting a little
George
worried.
Bell, be quiet back there.
George and Bell. Oh God! All right, Donnie, you gotta go. This is getting awkward.
There's no children back here in the car. Okay, brother, family.
All right, thank you, Donnie. Love you, bro. All right.
Bye.
This portion of the show brought to you in part by Teebs of Adrian.
Show us other kids in the back seat.
Teebs.green. They are your the place to go. Your cannabis distributors just over the line in Michigan. Of course, our Adrian friends. They're right there in your town. They do recreational. They do medicinal. Come in with curiosity and leave with a smile at Teebs of Adrian. They have daily deals, and you'll love these guys. Gina, you were there yesterday. I know that you love those guys. You're there all the time.
Well, I do like them. They're great people, but I definitely like what they're selling more. So, yeah, I was there yesterday. I had to get my CBD refill of my CBD gummies. So I got those, and then I got Ashley some CBD, and she thought I was trying to trick her, so I had to show her on the label where it says no THC. And I had to stop at Dee's house. So I was like the local drug
The
mule
CBD
yesterday,
fairy.
just running drugs around
Drug mule.
the city.
I took
So,
two
yeah.
of them before I went to bed, and I could tell, I felt a little relaxed.
Did you really?
Yeah, CBD is a miracle drug, dude.
I mean, I don't feel like I could take it during the day, though. It would make me too sleepy, but I hope it
Yeah, it
lasts.
does make me a little tired.
Yeah. All right. Check out Teams of Adrian. Also, this portion of the show brought to you in part by DMX Lawn and Landscape. It's time to get that, especially after this rain. You're going to need to get your lawn load.
He gets paid for his words, guys.
Lawn load.
Not those two. Those two, he's got to issue refunds for. Those two, I owe you $2 for lawn and loan.
Get your lawn mowed at
there.
DMX Lawn and
There.
Stevens Lawn. Shut up.
Words.
I'm not taking my lawn to DMX.
What? Okay.
What?
Yes, you're right, Tiefel. DMX will come to your lawn.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yes,
saying. That's what
that
he's like, get your lawn mowed there. He's like, I'm not gonna take my lawn to DMX to get it mowed. They got to come to me.
Oh, that's
I think he meant get your lawn mowed, and then there was kind of like a period, like there. I said it.
Yes,
Get your
there.
lawn mowed, not get your lawn mowed there. Like
Call
grab your
DMX
piece of
and-
grass.
Call
Yes.
DMX and
My
let them know
comments
you want
save
your
lives.
lawn load.
Yes. Welcome to Tyler's Lawn Barber, where we put it in a chair and clip it up for you.
If you call and say, "Hi, I would like to get my lawn load," they'll give you a 10% discount
I know.
because they'll know you
And-
listen to the show.
Yes, and then they'll call the paramedics because you'll be having a stroke.
A stroke. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, stick your tongue out, please.
I need my lawnmower, little moon.
we got a special guest on the line with us. Aubrey Logan. Aubrey is a singer. She's a musician. She can sing and play trombone. And the weird thing is she sings and plays trombone at the same time, which is really weird to watch.
I haven't
but
mastered it quite yet.
you haven't mastered it, Aubrey. That's once you do that, you're gonna get big, baby.
I know.
Play.
I've been working on it my whole life.
Yeah, it's almost like what a ventriloquist does, but you're doing it with a
Almost.
trombone.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost exactly, but not close.
Almost.
Oh, you guys got
not
my
even
comment.
close. Yes.
Man, Monload. All right, Aubrey Logan is here, performer, singer, songwriter. Now, Aubrey, where are you from?
I'm from the Seattle area.
And then I listened to your stuff yesterday, and she's got like this funky, cool jazz. You listen to it, Gina? This jazz vibe, which is amazing.
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you, guys.
How long have you been performing? How'd you get into it? And how'd you get to the spot? What are you looking for? All that stuff.
Yeah, so as a kid, I was performing since day one, thanks to my parents who are music teachers. But like when you're 10 years old, you don't really want your dad sitting down with a metronome with you. I mean, not his fault, my fault, as a kid being like, leave me alone. But I mostly got into it because of their taste in music. Like they would play Stevie Wonder and Beethoven and Dolly Parton and the Eagles and the Spice Girls. No, that was me. All within the matter of like 1 hour. And as a kid, you just think that's normal, And then I just kind of got my start in like local musical theater, singing because I had to sing. And then I picked up the trombone when I was 12, went back because I was back at school with my friends and all my friends were in band and I just really wanted to fit in. So I chose the trombone. And by the way, this is what it looks like. Some people confuse it. This is not a trumpet. But
what's the difference between a trumpet and a trombone?
A huge
Size.
difference.
Size.
Size. There's a slide.
The way you play it, range, the way it sounds.
The name.
The name.
Trombone. Yeah.
Yeah. And Louis
Man.
Armstrong played the trumpet.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Can
First
we
of
hear
all,
what
that
the
should not
trombone
be
sounds like?
Andrew.
Wait,
real
go ahead,
quick,
Dimitri.
can I just say that should not be an aha moment for you? Like
Well,
whoa!
I actually thought he played the saxophone. I didn't know he played the trumpet. I just assumed that they're all the same. I didn't know. I don't know. I'm not a musician. I've never been a musician. I wish I was.
Yeah,
That's one thing I wish. Like I've been on stage to introduce bands and stuff and be at shows and I've always wondered. I'm like, man, I wish I could perform. I wish I had talent because that would be amazing. But go ahead. What were we gonna say, Ashley?
Can we hear what the trombone sounds like?
Ooh.
It's the middle of the night.
It's 4 the
Where
morning.
is she in Seattle right now?
No.
Wait,
Oh.
your neighbors
I'm in
love
Austin.
you. Your
I'm in
neighbors-
Austin.
Oh, okay.
It's the middle of the night in Austin.
No, but it's 6 a.m.
That's awesome.
It's that was not great because it's the middle of the night, but it got me some, it got me some things, I guess. Weirdly, oddly.
Wait, what's behind the billboard plaques?
Oh, just
Walls.
a couple albums that I've been on and done and made.
That's awesome.
Thank you. It's really because, I'm not like I've been an independent artist since the beginning. I lived in LA the past 8 years, moved to Austin about 6 months ago. And there's a storm right now. We were on tornado watch last night.
Oh, wow.
That was a first for me because in Seattle, we didn't really have tornado watch. We had rain and earthquakes.
Or in
but
California
none of this.
either. You said you
Right. I lived there like the past 9 years. But living there and being there are two different things because when you do what I do, pre-COVID times, you're on the road maybe 6 months of any given year, not cumulatively, but just like most of the time I've been on the road doing shows. And I just, it's because of the fans that I even have that stuff. It's because they were all these albums were pre-ordered by fans that have been just like very kind to me and cool to me since the beginning. And because I've been in many a record label meeting, and not, either it was like they rejected me or they would let me on their label if, and I just never quite did the if. And so I have seriously like a lot of people to thank. And I'm on here because I have an album coming out next month. And
well, it's very cool when you can choose your own path. When you have when you have the confidence to know that, like a lot of people,
not that I always had that.
Well, but I know, but a lot of people, if you have an opportunity, it doesn't matter how shitty the opportunity is. If you're desperate, you're going to jump for it. But if you're confident in your abilities and you're confident in your fan base, then you can wait for the perfect opportunity to come along. Or nowadays you can create your own opportunity because AubreyLogan.com, we can go right there and order stuff directly from the artist, and we don't even have to go through a label.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, that's how it's all been. And then like fun collaborations with people I've looked up to over the years. I can't not credit that at any point.
No, I go ahead, D.
Aubrey, I do have a question.
Okay.
My 14-year-old son plays the trombone.
Awesome.
And I was just wondering, how much longer am I going to have to wait
before it doesn't sound like a fart?
Yes.
He's 14?
He's 14. He's been playing for about 2 years.
And it still sounds like a fart?
He doesn't want to tell you.
Well, I mean, I hear notes. I hear notes in there.
Yes. Okay, that's better. Does he sing?
I hear notes. He does not sing.
Hi, Danny.
He does not sing. And,
Okay.
and I assume my son has a lot of confidence because he did pick the trombone.
Does he want to sing at all?
No, oh my God! What? I don't think I've ever asked.
Because it helps.
Really?
Because it helps tremendously. Because that's what I primarily do. It does help. When they're young, when you're really young, especially. But you know what? The answer is it depends on how much he wants it not to sound like that. It takes a lot of hot air.
It's interesting, Aubrey, because I tell my daughters too. My daughters do baton, and I tell them, because we've been around baton now for a decade.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, since my oldest was 5, and she's now 13. So I don't know, maybe not quite a decade, but almost a decade. But I've been around it a long time, and I've seen her teacher, like the people that she was around when she was 5, grow up and now go through to college and then go off. Yeah. But they would have the baton in their hand. They're like having a conversation with you, and they would be twirling the baton in their hand while
like breathing.
And breathing. And my kids don't do that, and I'm like, you got to have the dedication like these kids. So it depends on your dedication on how good you're going to be. I mean, that separates average or hobby from actually making a career out of it.
Absolutely. And you know what I tell people about a career in the arts or music in general? Because I'll get a lot of like young people that ask, and they'll say, what do I need to do? I want to be a musician when I grow up. What do I do? And I'll say, honestly, and I don't say this negatively whatsoever. I just have done this long enough now to where I'm like, okay, is there anything else, literally anything else you might want to do that sounds interesting and somewhat fulfilling to you? And if they say yes, then I say run away from music. Just run away. Now, and I don't mean that in a negative way at all. It's just like this is a lifestyle job. And this is a not day job. This is a day and night and while you're sleeping and while you're on, this is that kind of job. And it's also just, you will work very, very hard sometimes and it still won't work out. And it's okay to want to be a nurse if that might interest you, or an electrician or anything. But like I still wouldn't trade it for anything, because I don't have anything else I would do. There isn't something else that I could do. And I even used to sing, even in music. I used to sing on a lot of TV shows and be a session singer in LA. When I was first living there to pay some bills, and that would have been not easier because it's still a difficult job, but it's more of a trade than doing the artist thing, which is more of an entrepreneurial thing. And and I didn't really know that as a little girl. I was just like, I'm just gonna write songs. And although my mom did catch me in my room at age 6 and I was crying in my bed, and she came and asked me why I was crying, and I said, Mom, because I had this thought in my head. I said, Mom, I don't know where I'm gonna get a band. I don't know who's gonna drive the bus, and I don't know how we're gonna pay for the tours. And I'm still crying about the same thing all the time.
I love it.
All these years later.
6 years old, your mom walks in,
and that's when we decided. That's when it was like kind of apparent, like, okay, she's not going to do anything else.
Yeah.
And
my lighting guy just quit. I just can't tell you like what is going on with the merchandise right now.
Exactly.
They're trying to take 25% off the top. I don't understand that, Mom. I don't even understand.
Hey, if it makes them sell a lot more.
At 6 years old, she's going, and fucking John can't carry a tune. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, Mom. You're like, well, settle down, 6-year-old Aubrey.
No, I was
for another
anxious.
decade. You're okay. Let me ask you another question. Is as far as Demetrius' son, who's 14 and plays the trombone, how much longer is that going to extend his virginism?
You're asking the wrong person, but and all my high school friends said forever. No.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. We're talking to Aubrey Logan. Aubrey, go ahead. You were going to say?
Hopefully, if that's the case, then he keeps it. He keeps playing it till he's 20.
Although if he becomes a fan of Trombone Shorty, then probably won't help with that at all.
AubreyLogan.com is the website. You get the album coming out in a month. What can we expect? Is it more like the jazzy funk? Pop?
This is the most traditional jazz album I've ever made. So the first two were more pop, funk, R&B. And with this whole pandemic, it's like everyone went back to the actual 1920s, not just the 2020s. And jazz is cool again. And we were all.
No.
Oh.
Hold on.
We lost her. We're waiting.
Maybe.
Jazz is
This
cool.
was going really well.
I know, I
Jazz is
love
cool
her.
again. Remember, come on, get it. Come on. Austin, Texas internet sucks.
Well, and there
if
was
they're having a
thunderstorm.
tornado, then yeah.
Yeah, under a tornado watch. So storms.
That was yesterday.
Well, yeah, but you could hear the thunder in the background.
Could you?
Definitely.
I could hear it too. I was wondering what that was.
It's
Oh,
definitely storming pretty bad where she's at.
she's super cute. AubreyLogan.com if she doesn't come back.
And she's an amazing artist. I checked her out the other day.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Guys,
there
it's thundering.
There she is, yay.
It's thundering and lightninging so
I know.
hard right now. Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying?
Can I ask you, Aubrey, real quick?
Jazz is cool again.
Is lightning a real word?
No,
Okay.
but it's also for
Listen,
any
you can hear
performer
it.
in the world. Yeah, could you?
Yeah.
For any performer in the world, this is like seriously the middle of the night.
Yeah, it's true.
So I'm not sure what's coming out of my mouth at the moment. But
no, you're doing great.
But I feel like, did you even go to bed though? I feel like real music.
not really.
Haven't gone to bed yet.
Well, no, I tried to go to bed. Honestly, it was the storm because I'm new to this whole Texas thing. I haven't ever lived here, and it's the first time I ever got on my phone tornado watch, and
Scary.
my husband, who's from Ohio, is like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Did he go outside
That's
to
a
see if he
Tuesday.
could see it? Yeah.
We were outside watching it get really quiet,
See?
and
That's
then
an
the
Ohio
birds were
thing.
like, yes, and then the birds were like, and we're just going, wow, it's quiet, and the one bird is going, it's coming, and anyway,
Yeah.
it's here.
What? Yeah, this is what because I lived in California and I moved to Texas when I was a kid, and it is a weird thing because when you live in California, you live through wildfires, earthquakes, mudslides,
And that's no big deal.
all that stuff, and it's just, that's old hat. You move to Texas and they're like, ooh, whirlwind coming. And you're like, oh my god.
Well,
Yes.
well, here's the difference, Tiefel, because I lived in California as well. You know, I grew up there in LA. I don't know if
Really?
Yeah.
Don't know if you guys know, but I'm from a little town called Los Angeles.
La, la.
But it was so big. You'd watch wildfires on the news. You'd watch mudslides. You'd watch stuff, but it never
Austin car
affected you.
chases.
It never affected you because unless you lived right in it, you know, you'd watch on the news and it was like watching a different place. Like you go outside and it doesn't affect you. But with a tornado, I mean, it can affect you no matter where you are.
That
Right.
is why nothing really shakes the Japanese because of Godzilla.
Oh, of course.
Of course. Yes.
Wait, hey, Albert, you didn't move into a mobile home park, did you?
No.
Oh, then you're
All right,
safe.
then you're safe.
I'm in a literally brand new house. We were here the past 8 months while it was being built, and we moved in 2 months ago. But
Is
they
it
have
because it's
basements in
brand
Texas?
new?
Wait, go ahead, Ashley.
Sorry, do they have basements in Texas houses, or is that not?
we have a solid slab. I think. Well, I'm in Central Texas. I'm in Austin. Maybe Houston has basements because it's like a way different situation over there. It's 3 hours away.
I lived up in northern Texas for 5 years, and I don't remember any house that ever had a basement.
No, we have a full solid concrete slab, but
Go hide in the bathtub then.
That's what I've heard.
You know, Aubrey,
The mattress.
we don't even have a place to listen to jazz here. Like there used to be this club. It was
Where are you?
Toledo, Ohio. We're about an hour south of Detroit.
I'm playing the Toledo Symphony in February. I'll see you there, hopefully. Yeah. So yeah, I do a lot of symphonies with like pops orchestras, Boston Pops, Seattle. Yeah.
Please reach back out and make sure we come in studio or come see us. That would be amazing.
I'd love to. You have some places. I'll scoop it out. I mean, the Toledo Symphony is dope, and the conductor's been so cool. I mean, it was going to happen, 6 months ago and didn't, for obvious reasons. So, I'll be there soon. And
awesome.
Cincinnati pops for Christmas.
Oh, cool.
And stuff like that. So I'm up in Ohio, like
a lot.
Bit.
Oh, good. Well, if you ever make it through, please, you have an open invitation. Now, check it out, Aubrey. So there was this jazz club where it was so cool. You'd go in the basement. And this old black guy, the bass player, he owned it, and he'd done jazz his whole life, and he was like 80, and he would sit down in this chair, and he would play, what's the giant thing that looks like a guitar, but it's up and down, and it's huge.
An upright bass.
Yes, an upright bass. And he had these long, skinny fingers, and he was 80, and the room was smoke-filled, and he would just sit there and play that bass, and people would just go there and jump on stage and just do all.
It's a jam session.
Jazz. Oh my God!
I feel like that's the only legitimate place to do jazz, like a place owned by an old 70, 80-year-old guy that's been doing it his whole life, down on his luck, and you just get down in there. Yeah.
And
it's just like the 1920s again.
I know, but he closed. But yeah, I know. But you're right; it's coming back. But he closed the place. He ended up passing away. But it was that was the only really cool. That was my coolest jazz experience ever. Was going to this little place, and there's nothing like that around here anymore.
Well, there is in Austin.
I'm sure.
So come visit, especially in the next wait about 1 month.
Okay.
And it's gonna be lit. So
well, I think the coolest places to experience music right now would be Austin and Nashville. Depending on, I think Austin's more all music and Nashville's more country. But
although that's changed, Nashville's changed. Nashville's more all music now too.
Oh, cool.
Everything's. I mean, it's not. There's no geography specific music anymore.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Not none, because there's always roots.
Except for Branson.
Oh yeah, that's cool. New Orleans is even super diverse. I mean, it always was. It's the origin of American music.
I want to take some musical vacations and just go. Yeah. You know what's a cool one too?
I mean, when you say like musical vacations, do you mean like Mary Poppins, where people just break into song, or like Mamma Mia, or do you just talk like I want to go to musical cities?
I enjoy a good musical, but it would be exhausting to go to a place where people just randomly break out in song.
But Demetrius, you just blew my mind right now. What if? Remember, Demetrius and I were together the other day, and we saw this town where they had a giant picnic basket. Like the picnic basket was as big as as a warehouse. It was huge. That was like their thing.
The Longaberger thing.
I don't know where it was.
Probably yes.
And I asked Demetrius, is like where did they come up with it like that? Why did they think that was going to attract tourists? Like, in what meeting did they say a giant picnic basket? That's the way to go. Go ahead, do what you're saying.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, what? So now you want a town where people just break into music?
Yes, a whole musical town, like where the whole town, wherever you are, we're in the like every half hour they jump out in the middle of the street and they're doing dances, and like the whole town would be
Disney World.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of Disney World. I guess you're right. But if you're like if you're like a little shitty town and you want to put your town on the map, that's a huge. It's like we're gonna all become a musical town.
You can only become a resident here if you're a professional dancer.
Yes.
After 3 years of jazz tap, then you can think about buying a house here.
Yes. Oh my God, Aubrey's feeling it. Like she's like, yes, I want to live there. Aubrey,
I do. I can't wait. Obviously.
He's like, I haven't been to sleep yet. This guy sounds high.
Yeah.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take over Swanton and be like, look, guys.
Swanton.
No one goes to fucking Swanton.
Swanton already has a thing. It already has a serial killer thing.
It has an airport.
There's an
Is
airport.
that the rain at your house,
It
Aubrey?
is.
No, it's me trying to find. Can I share a video with you guys before we're done? So that
No,
you guys
that is the rain. We can hear it. Is it pouring?
No, you're hearing what you're hearing is my computer going. So I could change my mic pattern to cardioid. Oh, I don't even know. See, I'm a nerd with music, but not with technology. No, that's not the rain. It's my computer hissing at you.
That's okay. Let's pretend like it's the rain. It's very soothing. It sounds
good. Oh, good.
It sounds.
So what do you want to
if
share
that is
with
your
us?
computer, just sounds angry.
A new song from the new album. Is it possible to share a video? I think I can do it.
Right.
Yeah, if you hit
Okay.
share and then
Yeah.
okay, and then do share screen, but then it'll have a little thing that says share with audio.
I think.
Make sure you check that.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so wait, let me do that. Share. If I do video file, will it be cool?
I think so. If that's what you're sharing.
Let me try it. Let me try the to share. I'm sharing a song with you that just came out. It's a single from the new album.
Oh, cool.
Here we go. Let's see if it works. Tell me if you have sound.
Okay.
Play. Oh.
Yeah, we got it.
And you can hear it?
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Oh, I can skip too if I wanted to skip.
Okay.
Interesting.
Red bottoms won't get you on top. You can talk it, girl, but can you walk the walk? Know how to work it, but is it worth it?
So this was in the studio, like here in Austin, for the next album.
Are these babies gonna change your life? Set your feet on the yellow brick road tonight. You're somebody when you're nobody, pretending like there's nothing wrong. Oh, 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 I can't dance in these Louboutins. They kinda hurt my feet. I wanna take them off. I know they'd be expensive and you think they're hot, but baby, I just can't dance in these Louboutins. Oh, I can't be expensive. Ain't about the money. It ain't about the beat. It ain't about your diva or the shoes upon her feet. Don't matter where you are, they'll make you feel like you belong. But baby, I just can't dance in these
Aubrey Logan, I love it.
That's so good.
So good.
I hit that note every morning to start my day.
Me too.
I do that. Yep. And
You know,
and then I
your
poop
range
myself.
extends down in the morning, not up.
And the pee goes all over the bathroom. You're
Yeah.
like, damn.
Yep. I pee on the walls. It's
Lovely.
Hey, Aubrey. When you come in town for to sing with the or whatever the hell you're
The
doing,
Toledo Symphony, yeah.
Somebody,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, that thing right there. Can we have you like do a little thing at a club like the day before or the day after or something? And then
Yeah, I mean, there's always a chance of that. It's obviously like dependent upon like what we're doing the night before and what city we're in the night before. But I'm pretty sure that's always feasible.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We want to talk about that, okay?
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Aubrey Logan, thank you so much, Aubrey. Stay safe there in Austin.
Thanks.
It was so great to talk to you. Loved you.
Thank you. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you.
Aubrey Logan.
Have a good day.
All right, you as well. Thank you. This portion of
Bye.
the show brought to you in part by Teebs. Teebs Green and Teebs of Adrian. Also by Lufka All Natural. They are all natural cleaning supplies and beauty supplies in Perrysburg on South Boundary Street. You got to come check them out in Perrysburg. and also by the Lawn Greetings of Toledo. Check out Lawn Greetings of Toledo. Thank you so much to Aubrey Logan. She was awesome. I loved her so much. An absolute sweetheart. All right, let's get into
Hold on, I gotta go. Sorry, Tiefel.
Me too.
I'm sorry. Listen. Every other time I'm on, I wait until you're done. I really do try, but it's like my kids are not waking up right now, so I have to get them ready way in advance. So sorry, Tiefel. Bye.
I don't care enough to apologize. Bye.
All the women leaving me.
I don't care enough to apologize. Wow. Even to leave with that shot is.
I know.
So I guess we're doing this. There has been a decisive victory scored for able-bodied rights at a Brisbane apartment complex due to a complaint that handicap spots discriminated against those of us that were not handicapped. They have removed them all from their apartment complex, leaving
you gotta
several
be
residents.
the biggest douchebag. Do you like that? You have to be the angriest person in the apartment complex, and people that that's just what Steve does. Steve is angry. Like Steve is the one who bitches about people in wheelchairs getting to park close to the grocery store. That's not fair. Like what?
Fucking man Karen Steve had to just fucking ruin it for all the handicapped people.
Yeah. Finally the scourge of handicap is no longer a problem at this apartment complex, despite the fact having several residents who have specifically modified apartments for people in wheelchairs, because they have several residents with cerebral palsy.
Dude, how miserable a person are you to take it to court that there are too many handicap spots and you're losing out as an able-bodied person. You're losing out on a fucking parking place.
But you do have to ask yourself, since he won, how many handicap spots were there?
Yeah, 5.
There's usually regulation.
Asked a lot where you're just like, Jesus, like what is? Are they? I mean, what is going on here? Is this a training facility for the Olympics? Like what? Why all these spots?
There's usually regulation. If you have such a size parking lot, you have to have this many handicap spots.
But like Dee says, even at Walmart, there's like 8 spots. I mean, so it's not like.
What are you talking about? Walmart's got like 50 of them.
I'm talking about at one door, each door, but they got like not 50.
Yeah, but I mean, come on now. Well, let's be honest. Where was this guy living? Did the brochure mention any of this? Like, it would have to. Like, hey, you're probably going to have a longer walk to your apartment building while all these other cats roll by you.
Well, I get that it gets. I mean, it is Australia and everything's trying to kill you. So I figure you'd want a faster commute from your car to your apartment.
I would figure the wheelchairs there would have monster truck wheels on them.
Real quick, side note. I know that I think you guys are hypnotized by my genius, or not hypnotized, inoculated to my genius.
No.
You're inoculated because my idea about a whole town being based on musical, like Chris Atwater said, Oak Harbor needs an identity because a nuclear plant is all they have right now, and she'd love to see people be with flash mob music and just jumping out every half hour at the top and bottom,
providing power for the surrounding areas. That's not enough of an identity.
No.
And it would be awesome at night to watch them break into dance and see them glowing. That would be super, super cool. Like no electricity needed. It'd be like a light show based on just the radiation of your organs.
Because if you've been living in Oak Harbor, though, you have an electric glow to you naturally. So if the lights all went out and you just had your like those glow guys, you know how they dance and like they have.
People would be like, you walk in the door and they're like, "Oh my God, she's got a glow about her," and people are like, "No, literally, turn off the light. Watch this shit. This is crazy. She actually glows."
So, that is weird. It's not genius, Andrew. It's weird, and it would be tiring.
Oh, okay. Well, then why don't you just go where there's a fucking picnic basket, a giant picnic basket?
Yeah.
Then we'll see who has
And
more fun and
Then
more
after that, we'll
toys.
take a trip to the ball of yarn, and the
Yeah.
stuff in the yard
Yeah,
is rubber
Yeah,
band
those attract
balls.
those
Mine's a
attract
bad
hundreds of
idea.
thousands of visitors a year.
I'm telling you, you would have millions if you had a whole town that was a musical.
Yeah, millions of
That
psychologists.
would be $13.95 with tax.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how you get punched. All right, so Wyoming roofing company Wiggins Construction has come under recent criticism because of a promotion that they've started doing. Business is hard. People trying to do whatever they can to attract customers, and this roofing company, they're a roofing company. They put roofs on your house. Has come up with the perfect promotion. If you buy a roof from them, they'll give you an AR-15 because those things are related in some way.
You're right.
Oh, on there, So it's a fine promotion on its own. I mean, I guess I can get it. It's Wyoming. It's hunters and things like that. But a roof can cost anywhere from $7,000 to $25,000 depending on the materials used and all that. And so the AR-15s are running them about $600. If you opt not to get the AR-15, you can choose to have $800 donated either in the company's name or your name to a charity that they've picked out on there. So they are offering options on there, but they've come under fire for offering the AR-15 on there. Some of it's just ridiculous, so calling them baby killers and whatnot. And others of it is just trying to figure out what an AR-15 has to do with a roof installation.
Right, exactly.
Well, people have people have gun raffles. I didn't know this until I didn't think a gun raffle was something that was a thing. I don't know why you would work people up to the point of excitement to win a gun and then just give it to one guy. That just seems like a recipe for disaster. But people I didn't know you could give guns away for things, but it brings people out. People love I
know, dude.
the opportunity to win a gun.
One of their main critics actually ended up being their insurance company, who was criticizing them for not following federal firearms guidelines. But they were able to counter that because in Wyoming, you can transfer guns privately without anything. They're still making people attest to the fact that they're not felons, that they're over 21. They're doing a bill of sale so that there's a record, things like that. But, people do seem it's weird.
I don't know if you watched the president's speech last night, but this whole ghost gun thing is scary and fascinating to me, to where to get around all the gun loopholes, they just send you the gun in pieces. Yeah, and give you instructions on how to put it together, and there's no serial numbers or anything on it. So in 30 minutes, you can order this gun. In 30 minutes, it just comes in parts to make it legal. They just put all that shit together, and then they have a working, functioning kill you gun in 30 minutes.
I feel like that disqualifies a lot of people because, I had an erector set when I was a kid, and I could never get that to do anything. So I don't know if you send me a gun in parts, I don't know if I'd be able to reassemble that.
I think, I'd be like, Colleen, you put this gun together for me. I can't figure this shit out.
And I'm gonna need you to load it and point it at yourself.
All right, so a Florida woman came close to being death by Mario Kart not last week. Her and her daughter were driving down Florida's Interstate 95 when a turtle came through their windshield and hit her in the face. On there, and it was a green turtle too. It wasn't any of the others. But yeah, it hit her in the face. Blood, coming out of her head and everything. The turtle survived with only a couple of scratches on its shell and was released to a nearby woods on its own recognizance. The theory is that another driver hit the turtle while it was crossing the road and popped it up like it was a plate and just launched it at the car behind them. On there, the 911 call is pretty funny, with the daughter freaking out about a turtle coming through the windshield, and the 911 dispatcher going, "A turtle? You mean a turtle?" And he's, "Yes, my mom has the worst luck." And
it's raining turtles.
Did she or did this daughter just punch her mom in the face and then threw a turtle in the car? Like, that maybe.
Man, it's weird. The windshield's all intact and you had the windows up.
Let me just tell you, this turtle was coming at such a speed, it vibrated its molecular thing and phased its way through the windshield and then punched my mom in the face 2 times. The turtle also may have called her a bitch. Now, I don't know, but this turtle seemed personal.
Is the molecular thing, is that scientific term? The molecular thing?
Yes, I've seen it on Expanse and a bunch of Amazon Prime videos.
Okay, cool. One more? You got one more?
Yeah. So a wooden phallus sculpture that showed up in the
Wouldn't we just
median.
call that a Woody?
Yes, the Woody showed up in the median of a traffic roundabout in the southern German state of Bavaria. And nobody knows where it came from. Nobody knows why it showed up. But just as mysteriously as it showed up, it has now disappeared. And it has all the residents, including the mayor of the town, curious where it will show up next.
Mother Nature probably laughed at it.
So apparently this is not an uncommon thing in Germany. Wooden phallus sculptures showing up randomly in places. The most famous one being in the town of Grunten, which was subsequently thrown down and re-erected several times.
Even that's better than the yarn. What if you lived in a town where your thing was statues just randomly pop up?
I mean, it's a giant penis. I think if it was a statue of Robert E. Lee randomly popping up, I don't think people really care.
I would, and
I disagree.
And honestly, the suspect pool has to be pretty low. It's not like everybody in the town has the capability of carving or hand whittling a wooden penis, right? There's got to be a guy who's like covered in like sawdust, wood scrapings, or something, who's just giggling to himself, waiting for somebody to fucking find out. Like, we have to. You can't go, well, we don't really know who it is. I know who it is. It's Chuck, the dick sculptor. That's Chuck's work.
That's got Chuck all over it.
Like, written at the base of it, underneath the testicle, it says Chuck.
And it says actual size.
Sure does, he Chuck. Does this at his company called Woody's Are Us. Like, for real. It's like garden expressions.
It's like, what's the guy's name? Is that
long greetings?
No, what's the guy's name? What's the guy's
Waterville?
Name? In Waterville.
Who makes those faces where they just like you just put up like seasonal penis carvings. You're like, spring's here. Put up the spring cock.
Spring cock.
No, see, you just got your lawn greetings.
Droopy and smaller and contracted.
You got to get lawn greetings in on this. So instead of sending her the same old dick pic, put it on her lawn.
Put it on the lawn. All right, thank you, Tiefel. It's the WTF News Ebenezer Bushrod, for Chris Tiefel, Demetrius Nicodemus, for Gina and Ashley and Georgia. I'm Andrew Z. We'll see you guys Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.
Go!